Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan if you're new here, and today I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup look. This is what I do every day to just create this easy, it really takes like 10 minutes you guys, look with all of my products that I use every single day. I'll link everything down below and show you how I get this fun easy look. But before we jump into it, this video is in collaboration with Ana Luisa, so I wanted to show you guys a couple of the products that I'm wearing right now. I've worked with them in the past. I love their jewelry so much. It's high quality. It doesn't like fade, or you know how it turns like bronzy. It stays nice, and I just love it. It looks really high quality for not the like super crazy price, and they are having their biggest sale of the year right now, so you guys should definitely check them out. So this is a necklace that I just got from them. How pretty is this? It's like this like a pearlescent kind of like look with a little rose on it, so it is super pretty. And then I also just got these little hoop earrings, just like little huggies. I didn't have any like the those huggies, so I was like, oh, like let me try out those, and they're so cute and so perfect. I can even like wear them to work. I work as a registered nurse, and it's not gonna be too much. Even like the little necklaces, some of their pieces are big and more like costume jewelry, like bigger pieces, but a lot of them are really dainty, and I love like the daintiness of it. And then the last thing I wanted to show you was I got this bracelet. And funny story, I went into a jewelry store recently and they were like, oh, like what, like they were showing me this bracelet and they're like, it's 18 karat gold, and I'm like, okay, I cannot afford that. And then they saw my bracelet and they're like, oh, like what's your bracelet? And I'm like, it's Ana Luisa. So it can be mistaken as real, seriously, because it is such good quality. So it's just this really nice bracelet. How cute is that? It really like steps up my look. I don't have anything like this, and I really like it. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, and as I said, it was mistaken for real like 18 karat gold. It's by a jeweler, so that's how you know that Ana Luisa is the real deal. So make sure you guys check out their website. Everything's linked down below for one of their biggest sales before 2022. Okay, so the thing that I always do first is I always put sunscreen on my face as my primer. I really think it works really well, and you know they're always saying like you need to put sunscreen on your face. Obviously I need to get more. So I feel like a good amount, and I just like view this as my primer, even though it's not, and then I just feel good knowing I'm protecting my skin and I'll maybe get less wrinkles one day. So that is how I start. Honestly, most of the things I use are drugstore. I mean, I do have some nicer products, but for the most part it is drugstore products. So next thing I do is foundation. I usually don't wear eyeshadow on a day-to-day basis, so I'm not going to show that. I'll show a little trick that I do at the end, but I always use a beauty blender, wet it, get it nice and moist, and I just found that's the best way to blend out the foundation to make it look flawless. So I've been actually using a mix of two. This is the Milani Conceal Perfect 2-in-1, and then I also use the Fit Me Matte and Poreless. So I've just been combining these two together. So all I do is just wet my beauty blender. I look so like ghostly from that sunscreen. And you can't really tell, but I did tan my body, so these foundations will look a little dark, but it's all about the blend. So I just, you know, wring it out, and then I use a towel. I have a towel right here, and I just wring it out on there as well. And then I just do like a little bit of this one, and then a little bit of the other one, and then I just apply it directly to my face. I used to like pump the foundation on my face, but I don't know, I feel like this is easier. It does get your beauty blender like a little bit dirtier though. And then you just blend it out. I feel like I've been doing my makeup less and less lately because I'm working and wearing a mask and all that stuff. And like at work, I don't wear makeup because it breaks my skin out so bad if I'm wearing a mask, and now they require us to wear N95 masks. So it's just crazy. And then I kind of just drag it down my neck because you want it all to blend. And I put it over my eyelids and everything. I put it everywhere. And I take my time doing this because I really want it to like get blended perfectly into the skin. So after that, I always get on my lips, so I always wipe it off. Just use a makeup wipe. And then I use this Laneige lip sleeping mask because it just kind of keeps your lips really moisturized. I like to wear liquid lipsticks or lipsticks, so I keep this on while I do the rest of my makeup. Okay, so for concealer, I use the Born This Way by Too Faced, the multi-use sculpting concealer. I really like this. I used to use the Tarte Shape Tape, but I felt like it was really heavy, so I kind of transferred over to using this. So I just put it under my under eyes, kind of like this. And I learned on TikTok that I was doing it all wrong. Like I was dragging it down my face, and you want to keep it like up. Oops. Like you want to keep it up to like lift your face and not bring your face down. So I started doing that, and I actually feel like I noticed a difference. I have to look at the mirror for this. So I put it down my nose, a little under here, and under here as well, and on my forehead. And those are the spots that I put it. So I look crazy, but I just use the same beauty blender and blend it all out. So like I said, with the concealer, you want to blend it upwards. So that is what I do. And just kind of keep it like in that place so you can kind of see it like pulls your face up instead of dragging her down. And then I also like to, after I like kind of blend it under the under eye, I go over my eyelid because I like to kind of brighten up just that whole area. So you can see it's nice and blended. And then I just kind of go all around, make sure everything is really, really blended. So that is what we're looking like so far. The next step is powder. So I used to use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I do really love it, but it's very expensive and it goes by so fast. So I switched over to the Airspun powder, and I actually really like it. I don't notice that much of a difference. I think maybe it doesn't keep me as matte as the Laura Mercier powder, but it does the job. So I actually just got a new one. So this is what I use, Airspun. It's just their translucent powder, and it comes in this big thing, and it's like, I don't know, like $5 or $7. And everything I'm using, I'll link down below for you guys too. But yeah, it's so cheap, and it just does the same job. And like some things like you have to invest in, like I feel like eyebrow products I invest in. But honestly, I have transitioned so much over to drugstore products, and I am finding the same results. So that is what I use for powder. Just shake a little bit out and then dip my beauty blender into the powder and then press it under my under eyes. So it's kind of like baking, but I like completely press it in. So it's not like, it's not sitting and you like wipe it off, if you know what I mean. Like I just press it in to set everything. So I always just start with my under eyes, but honestly, I do this to my whole face. So I just really like to set everything in place, especially on my nose. I get really oily. So this comes in handy. Some people like a really dewy, glowy makeup look. Like I have to be matte, or else it's just gonna be sliding all over the place. So that is what I do for setting my face. So next up is bronzer. So I transitioned into using the Physicians Formula bronzer. This is a butter bronzer. It's like $15, and this shade, what shade is this one? It says a number. It just says bronzer, and then it says 6676. So it's not the darkest one they have, it's like the medium one. And then I just use a brush like this to bronze. This is a Morphe brush, the R14. I got it from the Laura Lee brush collection. And so what I do is I start just doing my cheekbones, and then I'll do my forehead and my jawline, and I'll bring it down my jaw and my chest just to make sure everything's blended. We'll start like that and bring some color back to the face. Sometimes, you know, you do a little kissy face. Just like that. I cannot believe that it's almost 2022. It is so crazy. Will and I were talking about our goals for 2022. One of my goals is to be a lot more consistent with YouTube. I want to produce more content because I really do like it. I just find myself like feeling unmotivated, or like I don't have any ideas, which I do. So that is one of my goals. So hold me to it. Well, I like a lot of bronzer. And the key is you just want to make sure like it's really, really blended, because that's how you're gonna get your seamless look. And then what I recently started doing is I take a little and I go down the sides of my nose. I never used to do that. I know some people like really contoured their nose, but I just kind of like going down the sides and just like giving it that little like extra. And then I just do a little bit at the bottom too. So nothing crazy. And then I really use a lot of bronzer, I'm telling you guys, but it looks glowy, it looks natural. It doesn't look like too much. I feel like my camera is really washing me out, so you can't fully tell, but it's cute, I promise. So then I just go under the jaw and then put it down like so, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side. And really when I'm doing this off camera, like this takes 10 minutes, if that. Like it is very quick. Well, I'm looking at the camera and it's like, what, 11 minutes right now? Yeah, so this is like really easy everyday makeup. So then I told you guys I don't really do eyeshadow every day, but what I do is I actually just use the bronzer as eyeshadow. So I'll just take a nice fluffy brush, put it in the bronzer, and then go in like so, and just use it as eyeshadow. Okay, so you can see it gives you kind of like this bronzy, pretty look. And I just really make sure that's blended too. Sometimes I'll put like a little like under my eyes. And there we have that. So the next thing I use is, or the next thing I do is my brows. The one thing that has not changed about my makeup routine is what I use for my eyebrows. I love the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I use the brow definer. I still love it. I know there's cheaper options, but this is something that I'm just like, this is an OG and I will not stray from it. I did have my eyebrows microbladed. I have a video about that if you want to go back and watch it. So I do have very nice like full eyebrows. I'm due for a touch-up, but you know, we moved to Washington DC, so I haven't been able to go and see her. So I do still fill them in, and like they got kind of like makeup in them, but you can see like they have a very nice shape. So I kind of just, I don't have to fully fill them in anymore, like create this shape. I have the shape to start and just kind of like make it perfect. So what I do, I'm gonna have to look in the mirror maybe. I don't know the best way to do this, but what I do is I start underneath and kind of do a line, and then I go on top and kind of just like fluff it in. So I'll start here and just kind of define the underneath like that. And then I'll take it again and go over the top. And kind of really like create that tail shape. So after I get the shape that I want, I just go back through and fill it in. And it really doesn't take much, because they are microbladed. And then what I do is I take the other end and I just brush and like blend everything out with this. This is like the key to making your eyebrows look natural. So this is what I do. I just start at the beginning, kind of brush them up, and then brush everything out. And then kind of touch up the tips. And then there we have it. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so now that brows are on, we're like basically almost done. So what I'm gonna do next is blush. I love the Milani blushes. This is a drugstore as well. This shade is Romantic Rose. This one is really pretty. And with blush, I do like to put a good amount, just because it's the first thing that like fades from your face. I feel like I'm like, where did my blush go? So I like to get a nice little rosy look, just like that. So then we're gonna do mascara. I have been loving this mascara. I don't even have to curl my eyelashes. It like curls them for me. I used to have eyelash extensions. I became allergic to them actually. Like, I don't know if it was to the glue or to the lashes, but my eyelids like completely swelled up. It was so bad. So after that, I just kind of had to switch over just back to mascara, which was really sad. So if you still have your lashes, just know I'm jealous. But now I feel like my lashes really have grown back to what they were. And so I just love this mascara. So I don't know if I said it, but it's the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. And then the wand kind of looks like this. It's like a little, it's focusing on me, but it's like a little bit curly. So then I use that like swoop to kind of pull my lashes up. So don't mind my mascara putting on face, but I have to turn this way. Okay, so mascara is on and you can see just how much of a difference it makes. And look how long my eyelashes are. Like, it's so crazy. So absolutely love that stuff. And then sometimes I do a highlighter, but I've kind of moved away from highlighter, to be honest. I kind of just like nice, like clean look, like no sparkles, just like, I don't know, I just kind of like it. So the last thing I do is I'll set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. This is like an OG spray too. I'll just lightly set it, but actually I'm gonna wait a second because sometimes I do it when my lashes are still wet and then I have like mascara going down my face. So make sure your lashes are fully dry because I have made that mistake one too many times. So I just shake it up and then I kind of spray a lot, to be honest. Like, I make my face like almost wet looking. Like, I don't know if you can really tell, but and then I just take my beauty blender again one more time and just like blend it all out. I feel like this really makes a big difference in your skin. I feel like it kind of just like melts all the product together. So that is my last finishing step. And then for Christmas, I just got these Too Faced. It came in this little box, like melted lipstick. So I'm gonna use one of these. I think I'm gonna use this more like pinky one. This one is Bottomless. So cute, just like a nice like pink color. So what I'll do is I'll just wipe off that gloss that I put on my lips earlier. And like my lips are like super nice and moisturized, so then the lipstick like won't look super dry, or like my lips won't be cracked. And then I will just put this on. Oh, this is pretty, I like this. And I just, what I do is I put it on the bottom lip and like push my lips together, and then I'll fill in like the top part of my lip. A lot of people use lip liner, but I don't use lip liner. Maybe I should. Okay, this is the final look. I just have my hair natural today, just natural craziness. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was really fun for me to make it for you. This is just my everyday makeup look. It's super easy. Let me know if you guys recreate it or try some of the products. I absolutely love all of them that I talked about. And also make sure you check out Ana Luisa for their biggest end of the year sale. Everything will be linked down in the bio for you to check it all out. Bye guys.